Have you ever been truly inspired? I mean, inspired enough to actually take action and set a new course of adventure. Hey, what's up, Shredders, and welcome back to the channel. Since I've been hurt, I've had some time to reflect, and I decided it's time for something new. You know, all too often in our modern world, we scroll through life, getting social media inspiration through cheap dopamine hits throughout our day. I've been guilty, binge watching 90s skate videos, trolling the internet for skate shoes, and buying way too much stuff. I was filling my time, and it felt like I was doing stuff, but I wasn't doing anything at all. It's no mystery how depression can sneak up on you. That tricky bastard. Inspiration without action will eventually run its course, and after the cheap dopamine wears off, it doesn't feel very good. The problem can sometimes be inspiration itself and its misdirection. An overload of consumption and inspiration, then an utter lack of action. Just because you saw something that inspired you and it gave you that good feeling, in actuality, you didn't accomplish anything. And that feeling is just full of empty calories unless action is taken to make that feeling your own. But once that action is set into motion, a beautiful compounding effect begins to emerge. Inspired action inspires more action, and so on and so forth. This is exactly what I wish for you. By all means, get inspired from the videos you watch from others, even me, if it so happens. But I dare you to create your own inspiration. You'll be so glad you did, because the benefits are immeasurable, and the feedback loop is infinite. If you take anything from this video, let it be that. Normally, I don't watch much content, and I don't scroll social media. Hands down, I prefer to create content rather than consume it. But that's just a personal preference. Everyone is different. For as long as I can remember, I've always loved making videos and learning all the unique challenges that go along with creating them. But I will say this, moderation and self-awareness on either end, creating or consuming, is healthy, wise, and highly recommended. But every once in a while, inspiration hits really hard and you can't ignore it. This time is different. You just have to take action. We've all been there before. Sometimes you have to embrace it and follow it through to the end. People throughout time have called it a canon event. Some call it an epiphany, where inspiration meets action and a fundamental shift happens that changes everything. Trust me, I've had moments like that in my life. And like the first time I saw Steve Sanchez ollie up a curve in the fall of 1985. As I sat in the window of my school bus, utterly in shock and awe as to what I had just seen. I had never witnessed anything like it before, and I immediately knew I needed to have it in my life. After that, skateboarding became my new love and obsession, and I decided to put breakdancing, basketball, and BMX on the back burner. Later on, Steve became one of my early skateboard mentors. Funny how life works. And I'm proud to say, skateboarding has always been a part of my life, big or small, throughout the years. Then, from picking up a video camera for the first time in the early 90s to film skateboarding, to later, in 2010, deciding that video was to become my new career and working tirelessly toward that goal until it was a reality. I had no idea how it was going to happen or even when, but I just kept doing it and placing myself in situations and learning things that pushed me forward. Then, to buying a van in 2020 when the pandemic hit, minimizing my possessions and traveling the country with the love of my life was definitely one of those canon events. That experience changed my life profoundly, and I will never look at the world the same. The freedom and the endless possibilities will forever live rent-free in my mind, and I can always pluck inspiration from all those memories for a lifetime. I now sit before you on the precipice of yet another decision I've made. I don't really want to talk about it too much or go into what it is, but I will say this. Just like before, I don't know how it will turn out or even where to begin. So I'm just gonna start the only way I know how, just by doing it. If I could give you any parting advice, it would be this. When inspiration strikes, don't get caught up in the details of how or when it's going to happen. Just know it's going to happen and take that first step. All will be revealed along the way. You just gotta trust the process. The crippling anxiety of how or when it will happen will likely cause you to not even start in the first place. Now it may sound cliche, but believe in yourself and your abilities. If you persist enough in whatever pursuit you have, it will eventually harden into reality. And that's just a fact of the matter. The secret is that you need to believe in yourself before anyone else will. Take a deep breath and know that everything will work out. Take that plunge as responsibly as you can. Well, that about does it for me. And I invite all you shredders to follow along. And again, thanks for tuning in, and I really appreciate you watching. And until next time, keep shredding, and we'll see you again soon. If you're an older skateboarder, or if you know an older skateboarder that needs a kick in the butt to get back into skateboarding, please like, subscribe, and share this video. Trying to build a tribe here, a community of older skateboarders, new to the game skateboarders, and just skateboarders, period. So if that's something that interests you, let's get connected, and we'll see you guys soon.